Hey guys, today I am in Georgetown with Swamp Fox Tours and we're gonna see some historical sites, so come along on the ride with us.
All right, well, let's take off. So let's give the basic overview of Georgetown. Is that I mentioned that my family's been here since about 1740. Well, this city was forming somewhere around 1700. We're the third oldest city in South Carolina. It goes Charleston. Let me see if I can get us out of this rain today. Charleston, Beaufort, and then Georgetown. So we were established as a city in 1729 and a port of entry in 1732. Because what was happening here in Georgetown at the time is that all of the goods that you needed to survive with came in strictly through the port of Charleston. It was the only port of entry, and everything was being heavily taxed. So the people here, they wanted to ease some of that taxation, so they wanted to become a port of entry. So between lumber, indigo, which was a plant that made a deep blue or deep purple colored dye, and rice, this was a very, very wealthy area. Oh, y'all, let's see if we can get us out of this rain.
This is the real deal. You're seeing what it's actually like. The weather is very unpredictable around these parts.
These little storms come through really quick, so hopefully this one will ease off. I could probably get on the other street and it won't be as bad. Let's sit underneath, squeeze in underneath this tree right here. And here we have the Joseph Hayne Rainey home. Joseph Rainey, this is a National Registry Historic Site. Joseph Rainey had been born enslaved. And when he was able to gain his freedom, his family's freedom, and after the Civil War, he ended up back in Georgetown. And the reason the house is plaqued for him is that Joseph Rainey was the first African-American member to the U.S. House of Representatives. He was born in Georgetown. He passed away in Georgetown. Our city has a very high inventory of 18th and 19th century structures still standing. At our height, we had over 200 plantations producing, and roughly 70% of the rice that was consumed in this country and being shipped out came out of Georgetown County. Now, I mentioned lumber. You see how the oak trees, how it has the V, how the trees do a V?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that became the perfect joint for ships. So that's why there was all this lumber going out. England, during this time, was actually, they were clear cutting so many lots, so much of the land, that for cattle. So lumber had to come out of this area to go back across the pond.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know of Francis Marion, the great soldier from South Carolina that was fighting against the British? Well, here we have a cottage here, this greenhouse where he built in 1737, and this is where he was given his walking papers out of South Carolina by the British.
Wow.
The British overtook our city from 1780 to 1781. Keep in mind, Georgetown is technically older than the established United States. In 3 years, this year the United States is celebrating 250. In 3 years, Georgetown celebrates 300.
What?
We actually are older than the United States of America.
That's really cool.
So we are the oldest running tour company in downtown Georgetown.
Hey.
And just sit back, relax, and we have local guides. We've got a series of other guides that work with us. And we just enjoy taking people around and letting them experience downtown Georgetown.
When do you do tours?
Our tours are Monday through Saturday, 11, 1, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And how do you sign up?
You just call our number, 843-527-1112. And someone will take your reservation and give you all the info on where to meet the tour train.